Tonight our special guest is Lisa Eyre.
Lisa Eyre, welcome to The Beat Goes On.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming into our humble studios.
I'm delighted to be here.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're all over New Zealand, aren't you? You can walk into any supermarket and you'll see Lisa there, won't you?
Well, yes, I'm told I'm in just about everybody's fridge.
Yeah.
Could be rather cold. From there, when I sold the business, I decided that I really wanted to look into spirituality. Mm-hmm. And so that was my next passion. And from there, I realized that if I was going to be a truly compassionate person, I couldn't really ignore everything else that was going on in the world. Mm-hmm. And in 2008, I was a candidate for the Green Party. I decided, well, it's very difficult to be a politician and be in integrity because you have to take the party line. And if you don't agree with things in the party line and you're actually out there supporting them...
You're just a number, aren't you, in the party?
I think that the Greens are the best party in Parliament. But, so I'm not wanting to diss them at all. But I found that there were things in their policies that I couldn't agree with. And I think I can do this. I'll create something new. I'm a radical, but I'm quite polite about how I approach
You're very
that.
polite, yeah.
I organised a peace march last year, for example, which was about peace. But unfortunately on TV they put me as a protester. But I was marching for peace. The Awareness Party is about creating something new that makes the old system obsolete, you see. So I'm about creating something new and good. If maybe I do the first few steps and then somebody else picks up the rope and says, well, okay, we'll do the next bit, and so on and so forth, that's how society can change. We talk about the awareness of the whole integrated living system, the Gaia system. We would say it's not okay to tip chemicals all over everything. The Green Party would say some are okay and some aren't. We would be, for example, not happy about 1080 because that affects the land and the waterways as well as killing animals slowly, whereas it is reluctantly okay with the Greens. We wouldn't put fluoride in the water. We'd say, you know, people can take personal responsibility for their fluoride if they want it. We're very strong on complementary health. We have really basically that kind of awareness, that spiritual awareness behind what we do. The banking system, we say that it's ridiculous that the banks just get on their computers and go, here's your mortgage. They've created money out of nothing.
Once upon a time we had the gold standard, didn't we?
Yes.
And a piece of gold that was worth $1,000 and there was value for it. But now it's just a click of a computer. We're going to create, say the Americans do it every week. They might create 600 million, or no, it's probably about $30 billion worth of credit for the banks.
Yes.
They just create it.
Yes.
And then they charge interest on something they just created.
So we have a debt-based economy. We could have the Reserve Bank in charge of creating money for New Zealand instead of private banks.
How can you ever go up against these people?
If you look at them as like in the old days, you'd look at them as like the king because they've got the control. If all the subjects walk away from the king has nothing to govern. So with a growing awareness of walking away as much as possible from the system, we could create something else. And you know, New Zealand's small enough to do that. We need to get our 500 members by June. They need to go to the website, which is theawarenessparty.com. We're really a party for disaffected voters to some degree, and almost for somewhere for the anarchists to go, because in a way, it's like we're a step towards that because we're talking about personal responsibility there. So I wouldn't put that left-wing or right-wing bird on us.
You don't...
Well, you can't fly with only one wing, can you? That's why they all fail. We're the phoenix.
Yeah.